Luis,
What's up, man?
welcome back.
Thanks, dude. It's always a pleasure, man. I was just thinking how old I'm getting every time I come to your show.
You're a repeat offender. This is the third interview.
Third time, man. Third time.
But we got a lot to dive into, but we do this new thing here now where every once in a while I pick somebody and we go over what they carry to protect themselves. And you probably have the most dangerous job currently out there. You know, I interview a lot of people who've done a lot of dangerous shit, but most of them are done with doing dangerous stuff. You're one of the only ones that's going out. So, dude, you in bed with cartels. You interview these guys. You get in with them. I mean, you live with these guys. And when you're doing your investigative journalism, and you party with them. What do you do? I mean, we've already gone over some of the hairy scenarios. Like last time, I think there was you were in a hotel with a German reporter, and the cartel surrounded it just to prove a point. I mean, what are you carrying? Do you carry anything to protect yourself?
I don't, man. Like I don't have like weapons on me. First of all, because they're illegal in Mexico to carry. You can carry probably. Can't even remember what you can carry, but they'll give you a hassle if you try to fly with it. If they're fine with it, it's like you're gonna have to face a lot of bureaucracy, and you're gonna have to probably go to jail for a couple of hours before you're set up with something, you know.
Yeah, but who's gonna mess with you when you're running around with the Sinaloa cartel? I mean, don't they own the police?
Yeah, well, probably back home, you know. Probably while I'm embedding. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I can have something on me. But on the other hand, I do think that the most important probably weapon I use with these guys is transparency, honesty, you know. I never go and set different intentions of what I'm trying to do with them. I never go and say like, hey man, you know what, I just want to have a photo of your guns and then do a whole interview or documentary and send that to the DA, stuff like that, you know. I'm usually very clear with my intentions. I want to go to see this, to know this, to learn this for this story with this outlet.
Interesting. So you don't have a knife, you don't have an alarm, no medical stuff.
I do have a medical kit, first aid kit with a tourniquet and bandages and medical scissors and that kind of stuff. I do own that. I do travel with GPS trackers. Satellite trackers, a satellite phone as well. In case I'm
so
out
you're
there.
big on communications.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of satellite phone?
I can't remember the name, but it's pretty new. It's a good satellite phone, very reliable. In case I'm out, because most of the times when I'm out there, they don't want to do stuff in the middle of the city, right? Especially when you're talking about laboratories or training camps and that kind of stuff. So that's in the middle of nowhere, very high up in the mountains, where they either have signal blockers or they go specifically to a place that there is cell phone service.
They're running signal blockers?
They do have signal and drone blockers, yeah.
This is interesting because I know we're going to talk about drones, and I was just telling my researcher that there would be a very easy way to combat this, and that would just be jamming devices.
Yeah, drone jammers. But they do own all this sort of stuff. The last time I was in Sinaloa, I brought with me El Tata, my good friend and cameraman, to help me film. And I went to a Starbucks right in front of the hotel. We're saying, forgot to tell him, don't fly a drone here, man. Just don't. And he flew off a drone off of the balcony of the hotel. And of course, his signal was blocked and they threw the thing down. When I came back, he was all sad and worried. Like, someone threw my drone down. And I'm like, shit, that was my bad. I should have told you. You don't fly a drone in Sinaloa without permission.
This is your camera guy?
Yeah, dude. He lost his DJI, brand new. I still owe him for that. But yeah, I usually travel with that. I travel with a set of these things. They can break glass.
That can break glass.
This thing, I don't think what it is made of. I don't know, can't remember the material. But if you do that and put it over a glass, this will make a decent hole in a glass. And then you can just break it. This is in case you get kidnapped and stuff. I have a bunch of this stuff.
Can I see that?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Is that like a bracelet?
So this thing will. Have you tried this? Mm-hmm. It works.
Yeah, actually, I handed over a bunch of those to El Mayo, some people, security guys have that on video, I think, on my channel.
Oh, dude, I need one.
And when we try it, I'll bring you a lot of this stuff. I'll send you a lot of these things.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm like worried about this thing. The part that most worries me is being taken. You know, I know the risk of being killed, but if you're killed right there and then, not much you can do, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna get a bullet to your head and not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
But if you're taken, they're gonna try to interrogate you. They're probably gonna try to torture you. So I'm like, yeah, no, dude, like I can't be taken. Like that's a no for me. You know.
Yeah, you know, some people carry. I'll just be honest. When I was running operations in the SEAL teams, my pistol was for when my rifle went down, but it's also, you always save one for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because ISIS, Al Qaeda, Chechens, they're all doing the same stuff. But, well, I have this friend over at SIG. His name's Jason, and I told him you were coming back on here. And he loves your interviews. Awesome. He wanted me to show you something. He said, what's that guy carrying to protect himself down there? And I told him, I was like, I don't think he's carrying anything. But he wanted me to show you something. So.
Sick. Holy shit. Man.
Yeah, so there's a business card in there. Don't pull that out yet, but so I think he has something very similar to that. So that is the SIG P365 macro. That's the latest and greatest version. There's a red dot optic. It holds 17 plus 1 in the pipe. Dude. And so, yeah, go ahead and hold that up.
Oh, shit, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
This is cool. Now I just need one other thing. I need to know how to properly use it.
Well, hey, maybe those. I don't know what kind of trouble that's going to get you out of down there, but.
No, I mean, you know, these guys have hands, eyes, people everywhere. I recently, probably like 4 or 5 months ago, I learned that I had price on my head. I was pretty.
There's. Hold on, you have a bounty on your head.
But I don't know if it's still active. That was like probably 4 or 5 months ago. A guy on a federal agency in the U.S. sent me that. Said like, hey man, you probably should know that we got a hold of this. That there is a bounty for your head. It was $60,000. So if any of you guys want to collect that shit, it worried me, man. I mean, I was like, this is a lot of money. I don't know if this is serious. Where is this coming from? This source said it was coming from a faction inside the Sinaloa cartel. Can't say that for real. I don't want to bring unnecessary heat to the Sinaloa cartel, alleging that they have a $60,000 bound on my head. I don't know. I don't know if this is a copycat. I don't know if it's a troll. You know, but I was sent that stuff directly from an American source, an American federal officer.
Wow, well, that's good intel. I want to talk about that more in detail in your actual episode, but I will say, do you mind if I make a suggestion to your everyday carry when you're running around with the Sinaloa cartel?
Please do.
Luis, you are around fentanyl more than a fentanyl addict. Yeah. And so you might want to invest in some Narcan.
That is true, man. That is absolutely true.
Just in case, you know, I mean, you're going to these factories and I mean, you've been everywhere where they make it out in the woods. Mm-hmm. And last time I spoke with you, they were making it in apartment buildings. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where they're making it now. We'll get into that. But you might want to invest in some Narcan. That would probably do more for you than just about anything you're carrying. So
that is 100% true, man. No, for real. Like, because, yeah, last time I was in that apartment, the only thing they asked me is, like, just cover your... Because I had a face mask. Well, it's not a face mask. It's one of these things, like a respirator, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the chemical, whatever. But even then, they asked me, like, just pull back as much as you can. Because if we get a small wind and it gets in your nose or your breathing, you're
It's
done.
over.
You're done. And they closed all the windows. They were very like super careful not to have anything blowing some, dust out of that stuff.
Man, that's crazy.
It was
how
crazy, but yeah,
potent that stuff
Narcan
is.
will probably save my life, man. Yeah, or someone else, my
Yeah.
crew or someone else.
Yeah.
That is true.
But all right, well, let's get to the episode.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.